Hey friends, Kevin here, and I'm going to show you everything about this Mountrax foot massager so you can decide whether this might be the right one for you. Now, of course, this is electric, does come with a wall outlet, plenty of cord, and it does need to be electric because it has so many different functions, including heat. Of course, this can take care of ladies just fine. My daughter loves these things, but for us men, you need something with a nice, big, deep compartment, and this does have that. I'm going to put this down on the floor in a second so you can see it in use, but I want you to hear how quiet this thing is. So if you're sitting with your family or you're watching television or reading a book or whatever relaxing, this isn't going to bother you. And this is with everything turned on, including heat, and you can see it becoming red down inside of these foot compartments. So you can set timers. You can turn the heat off or on. You'll see these little red parts went out with the heat off. And you have different settings for the sensitivity levels for the kneading and the massaging parts. But even with this cranked up on the very highest settings for everything, this is as loud as it's going to be. And it's actually going to be a little bit quieter once you have your feet inside of here. By the way, this does come with a remote control, works perfectly, so you can turn this unit on and off, and you can also control each individual function right from this remote. Now, because I have a lot of experience with these, Mountrax did send this to me to test out. So you can turn any of these functions on and off as you see. You can have them all on, you can have some of them on, you can change the timer from 15 minutes to 30 minutes. It will auto shut off if you do that. But let's say we just want this, that kneading function. This thing is not wimpy. It will go from mild to really, really extreme with that kneading function. And as you change that, it gets stronger and faster. You will hear that air pump kicking in as that surrounds your foot. And then you will hear it relax. Just like that. So you can have one of these or all of these going over and over and over again. So here are my final thoughts. Everything on here works pretty well. This foot cavity is actually larger than what you get with some other brands. You guys with larger feet will appreciate that. The kneading function works very well, the roller on the bottom of your foot, and that compression massage function, you will actually hear this kind of after a few seconds as it swells up and lets go, and inflates and lets go. So it does that over and over and over again. So if you're looking for something after a long day of work, if you have one of those jobs where you are on your feet all the time, if you're buying this as a gift for someone that's on their feet all the time, I can't imagine anyone pulling this out, looking at the build quality of this unit, using this and going through these features, and as simple as this one is to use, I don't believe anyone can possibly not be pleased with one of these.